So Damian, a good pre-season, been quite intense since you've been back?
Yeah, it has been good. It's felt quite long, to be honest, but it's been very good. I think we've done a few things differently to how we used to do it. I think we've done a lot more contact stuff than we've usually done in the past. A lot of conditioning, and obviously it's been good to have a lot of new faces in as well, because obviously we've got a lot of the Welsh boys away, so we've got a lot of the academy and the youngsters have been coming in, which has kept things fresh. I think it's been good for the older players as well, because I've also had a bit of a kick on as well from that. So I think all in all, I think it's been pretty successful so far. Now obviously we'll find out just how successful going into these pre-season games, I guess.
So in that block, are you ready for a game now?
Yeah, I think everyone's definitely ready for a game. I think it's nice to do pre-season training, do all your conditioning and stuff, but it's always even better just to have that focus of the game at the end of the week, to know that you've got something to go into, and it kind of sharpens the mind and makes you actually appreciate playing a bit more when you're just doing your conditioning week in, week out. You're actually looking forward to a game. So I think, certainly from my own point of view, and I'm pretty sure I speak for most of the squad, we're all looking forward to it.
So a big home fixture then on Saturday at 12 o'clock kicking off here. How have you prepared for it this week, in terms of, because obviously you had a week off last week, a week's rest. Have you come in all guns blazing, or have they had some...
Yeah, we have. We've been back in pretty full on. We've not taken any backward steps in that regard, I think, because we obviously realise how important it is to hit the ground running in our pre-season fixtures. So I think it's been basically a case of coming back in, refreshing our memory from the stuff we did in the 5-week block previously, and just trying to kick on from there. So we've been back in 2 days now, and it's been quite intense. It's been good, I think. 3
pre-season friendlies. How important are they for you as players in terms of preparation for the first fixture?
I think they're massive. I think that, at the end of the day, it's not just about getting your match fitness and your conditioning, which you can only do that with the games. You can do a certain amount with your conditioning, but you need to have the match fitness in you. But I think the main thing as well is, obviously, as I said before, we've got a lot of the boys, especially the backs, away with the Welsh squad, which is great for them, but it obviously means that someone's got to come in and fill the hole, which is where the academy boys and stuff have stepped in. So it's exciting to see how they go, because obviously we'll see what combinations work out with them, who does what, who plays well. So I think especially the fact we've got the Rotherham game and then the Claremont game, I think there'll be huge games from that point of view, to find out who works well in what positions.
And how some of the younger players sort of reacting? Obviously you're one of the more experienced players within the mix. How have you seen the young players coming through in the last few weeks?
Oh, they've been great. They've been full of enthusiasm, and they've been full of running and stuff, which is what you need, really. I mean, I think a lot of them realise it is a big chance training with a senior squad. I mean, I know when I was a bit younger, that chance didn't come along very often, to actually go and train with the seniors. So I think a lot of them have realised that it is a big thing. And I think a lot of them have grabbed it with both hands. There's been a few players who've been impressive, and it's hopefully we can see that carry through into our pre-season games.
And then following the friendly on Saturday, you're out to Claremont for a week on an invitation to play in a rugby festival out there. How is the team sort of approaching that? It's obviously going to mix of training, but equally a chance for the team to sort of be together for a week.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment we've been focusing pretty much on Rotherham at the moment, but everyone knows, obviously. I mean, I think Nigel made it quite clear at the start of pre-season, when he announced we would be going to Claremont, he said the major goal for everyone in the room would be to get themselves onto the Claremont trip. So I think, even though obviously we've got Rotherham to play first, and we're not taking anything away from that, I think everyone has got in the back of their minds getting into the squad, or however many it's going to be going to Claremont. Obviously, we know the calibre of the team that we'll be playing against. They're a huge team, so I think everyone wants to go out there. And as you say, it's not just the game; it's the fact that we're going to have a week out in France, which should be a good experience for all of the boys. It should be a bit of fun as well. So I think everyone's really looking forward to it.
And they've got a competitive fixture pretty much soon afterwards, so there's a chance that it's going to be quite a strong side that they're going to.
I don't think it'll be an easy game by any means. I think it won't be a typical pre-season try things out game. I think it'll be, I've certainly considering myself it'll be a full guns blazing game, so it should be quite interesting for us.
And for you personally, obviously you picked up a bit of an injury at the end of last season, well over that now. Yeah. What are your own sort of goals and ambitions for this coming?
Oh, my goals are pretty much I'm just desperate to play every week, and I want to be nailing myself down in the starting spot. I want to be pushing on from there, really, which is something I didn't really manage to achieve last season, which has been a real thorn in my side, mentally more than anything else. I've been told by the coaches areas I need to work on, reasons why I wasn't playing so much last year, and I'd like to think I made a good start in pushing towards eradicating certain areas of my game and maybe focusing on others more than I would do last season. So I'm just hoping if I obviously do all that, then things will start coming together, and I might, get myself cemented into a first team spot. So
3 pre-season, then an eye on the first league fixture of the season on Sunday against Aroni at home. How are the team thinking about? Are you thinking about that yet, or are you just really concentrating?
We're still. I think we're trying to instill a next game mentality into the squad at the moment. So we're very much focused at the moment on the Rotherham game. and after that, obviously, we'll go straight. The attention will switch straight to the Claremont game. But I think everyone, obviously, you do know the first fixtures in the new league and stuff. So I think everyone does know we've got our own, and everyone is looking forward to it. I think it'd be nice to, obviously, the pre-season fixtures are in some ways competitive games, but it'd be nice to actually get back to the weekly grind of the league as well.
And obviously we got off to a very good start last season. We're hoping to replicate that again.
That'd be great. Yeah, I mean, obviously without the Treviso problems that we had last year, it'd be nice to get off to a good start. Yeah, obviously with our Roni away, it's a good chance to bet in and get going. Not that we'll take them lightly, of course, but it's always a good chance to get things going and try and get on a bit of a roll. And
a lot of people are talking about the World Cup, and obviously a lot of our most well-known players are away.
Yeah.
How are you approaching that as a group?
I think the main thing is obviously with the guys being away. I think it's obvious that someone has to come in and take the spot. And I mean, the way we look at it is we've got all these players coming through, local boys, and the youngsters who are coming through. It's up to them to basically pick up the mantle and force themselves into spots. So when the Wales boys comes back, there's obviously a bit of competition for place. We don't want to just come back and fold in straight in because there's no one else. I think it's also forced a few guys in the squad who maybe would have taken a bit more of a backwards role last year to actually step up into some of the places left by the Wales boys, which can only be a good thing. I think the more leadership we have on the field, the better. So hopefully it's been although it'll be good for the boys who are out with the Wales squad, it'll be good for us as well.
Okay, well, Damian, lovely to chat to you. All the best on Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy your time out in Claremont as well.
Brilliant, thank you.
So, Andy, a good pre-season, been pretty intense?
Yeah, it has. It's certainly been intense. A lot of the boys saying, it's been a tough one, but that's what you need, really. And that's always the case with a pre-season. For myself, not quite as tough because I've been rehabbing, but at the same time, it's all gone really well for me. And it's evident in my selection now for the game this weekend.
And in terms of the groin injury, quite a long time out. No issues with that now. You feeling?
Well, no. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it's fine because it's been about 10 months since my last game now. So it's been a very frustrating year, but come back pre-season, start that early. It's been fine, no problems with that at all. Back in full training for the last couple of weeks now, and yeah, nothing at all. So fingers crossed, come the end of the game, or when I come off on Saturday, it's going to be fine.
And speaking to a few of the players now, everyone seems ready to get a game under their belt, actually looking forward to playing now.
That's it. You can see there's a lot of new faces in there and been training, and they just want to get out on the pitch and show what they can do. And as well as that, it's just new team, new season coming up. A lot of boys getting chances. Everyone is eager to get on that pitch and show what they can do. So
a home game against Southern Titans on Saturday, kicking off at 12 noon. A big opportunity for, as you say, for some of the younger players that have come in, some of the academy players to get out there and show what they're about.
Certainly a lot of boys as well who are on the edge of the squad and got a bit of game time towards the end of last season as well and played well. But I was just showing other players have really played well and shown in their selection with Wales now. So again, for those players, great opportunity now for them to get a good run of games and really challenge those Wales players when they do come back.
And for the group, how important are the pre-season fixtures? There's 3 of them. How important are they for individuals and the group as a whole in terms of preparation for the competitive season?
Certainly, especially the home game, really important. Like we said, we want to make this place a fortress. We don't want anyone coming here getting an easy win. And again, last season we had a pre-season went well, a lot of wins, and it's good to get the momentum going into the start of the season, which showed with the start of the season last year, which was really positive. At the top of the league, everyone all of a sudden talking about the Scarlets, whereas beforehand writing us off already. So it just shows it is important to get that momentum going into the start.
A lot of people have said about obviously the World Cup and the impact that has on teams in terms of losing a lot of players. Just firstly, a word about Morgan Stoddonder's injury, being a winger, who's a colleague of yours.
I'm absolutely devastated for him because he'd had a tough time with his knee coming back from that. That wasn't as straightforward for him to come back. It took a long time. Finally came back, showing great form. Selection, again, had a really good start into the game against England, and then for that to happen, I feel for him and all the boys here, just absolutely devastated, gutted.
Presumably sending him messages of support.
Definitely, yeah. As soon as it happened, sent him a text, spoke to him the next morning, before they're up and after, and as soon as he's back down over this way, I'll be going over. Well, a few of us will be going over to see him, try and cheer him up. But yeah, just devastated. Really, such an unlucky. Well, it's part and parcel of the game, but so lucky for him to have had 2 such big injuries so close to each other.
Just moving then on to the fact that a lot of the players will be away for the World Cup. How are you approaching that as a group? Are you thinking about it, or is it just a case of we're here?
Nah, it was made evident right from the start pre-season. Forget that. Let's not think about which boys we might be getting back. Let's assume they've all gone, and we've just got on with it, and everyone's accepted that. And we're not expecting them to. Well, so everyone who's away, you're not expecting them back till after the World Cup. And I'm sure even then, they're going to need a bit of rest because it's been pretty intense. Well, it's been an intense year for them. It's been well documented how hard they've been pushed in Poland. So I'd be very surprised if everyone's slotting back in as soon as they can.
As for some of the younger players that are kind of the mix with more experienced players like yourself, what it's been like playing with some of these younger guys, and what have they brought into the group in the mix?
Yeah, well, it makes me feel a bit of an old man. I mean, I'm only 25 and I'm looking around, I'm one of the oldest guys in the back, so it's not ideal. I'm starting to think I'm getting on a bit, but a good bunch of boys. A lot of them sort of first time training with the region, and they've shown their eagerness, keen, willing to learn, and it's nice to have them coming up asking you for little tips and for feedback and stuff like that, which I'm happy to give. And it just shows that they're really doing well. I'm quite excited to see some of those boys. I think quite a few of the fans will be surprised with some of the boys that will be on show over the next few weeks in the games. And
nothing comes much bigger than playing Clermont out in France next week for some of them as well. Huge experience.
Oh, exactly. It's brilliant. You dream of that as a youngster, and so for some of them, well, even myself, I've never played at Clermont. I'm dying to do it. And again, it'll be good to go out there and see Regan. He's been such a legend here. One of the fans' favourites. It's going to be great to catch up with him, see how things are going out there. The only thing, well, we'll all know what he's capable of, so we'll be watching out for that.
And it's going to be they're probably going to put out quite a strong team in that I think they've got a competitive fixture coming up pretty soon after they play us as well.
You think so, yeah, with inviting us over, I don't think they're going to put a weakened team out. I'd imagine they'll put, as strong a team as they can, and it'll be good for us to have it doesn't get much harder than that, Clermont away, so it'll be a great tester for us to see exactly where we are come the start, or getting near the start of the season.
And how important is it as well, from an off-field perspective, to go away as a group like that for a training camp? Does it help bind the group together?
Definitely, yeah. Like I said, we've got a lot of new faces in the squad, so it'll be good to go away, a bit of bonding, a week together. It's exactly best way of getting to know everyone, really. So I think everyone will be looking forward to it. Okay,
so first fixture of the season, early September against Aroni here at home. What are you looking at personally? Have you thought about your own personal goals and ambitions for this coming season?
No, well, at the moment I just want to get game time under my belt, just get on there, get back playing, get myself back up to speed, and hopefully the performances will come with that. And I just want to make sure that team's firing and we're winning the games, really. Once or maybe after that I'll start thinking about more further goals, but for the moment I just want to get back playing.
So wing, full back, because there was obviously a bit of mixture of that.
Yeah, well, again, I'm happy. I really enjoyed my playing at full back, and it was quite good feedback, some good reports I was getting. So again, I've still got a lot to learn there, but really enjoyed it there. So I'm happy to sort of keep developing my game there, and whatever the coaches, wherever they want me to play, I'll stick my hand up and I'll give it a go.
Okay, Andy, well, all the best then for this Saturday and next week out in France.
Cheers, thank you.